You believe your relationship is strong, happy even. Yet sometimes infidelity isn't born from problems, but from a hidden search for a different self. Sparked by a moment as innocent as a light touch that sends a forbidden shiver down your spine. Could your quest for growth destroy the love you already have? My marriage wasn't unhappy, not really. Comfortable, maybe. Predictable. Mark and I had built a life, a homes. There was love, I thought, a quiet, steady kind of love. But maybe there was also a creeping loneliness, an unspoken feeling of being adrift. I told myself I was content, that this was what long-term commitment looked like. Then David joined my team at work. It started as just friendship. Easy conversations, shared jokes about office life. He listened, truly listened, in a way I hadn't realized I was missing. The communication felt different, exciting. Soon I found myself sharing things with him I hadn't even discussed with Mark. Frustrations, small dreams, pieces of myself I kept hidden. It felt good, this new connection. I didn't see the danger, the blurred boundaries. The secrecy started small. Deleting a text message here, downplaying how often we talked there. A little lie, a small deception. It felt necessary to protect the friendship, but guilt began to gnaw at me. I was prioritizing coffee breaks with David, lingering after meetings. The emotional energy I used to bring home to Mark was slowly being redirected. He noticed the distance, the subtle shift in my behavior. "You seem far away," he'd say, and defensiveness would rise in me quick and sharp. "I'm just tired," I'd snap, creating more tension. I started comparing them. Mark's quiet ways suddenly felt like neglect, while David's attention felt like more. Idealizing David became easy, overlooking any flaws, while Mark's imperfections seemed magnified. Resentment began to curdle inside me. Was this infidelity? It wasn't physical, but the emotional intimacy I shared with David felt like a betrayal of my vows. Then came the moment that changed everything. We were reaching for the same file, a simple, accidental brush of hands. Later that day, helping me with a box, he touched on my back lightly, and it sent a shiver straight down in my spine. It wasn't overtly flirty or suggestive, but the sensation was electric. In that instant, the underlying attraction, the desire I'd been denying, became undeniable. My heart raced with a mix of fear and exhilaration. This wasn't just friendship anymore. This was an affair of the heart, a secret life I was living alongside my real one. My thoughts became consumed by him. I felt anxious when we were apart, happy just seeing his name pop up on my phone. It was a roller coaster, this constant swing between guilt, shame, and intoxicating closeness. I knew I was causing hurt, creating wounds, even if Mark didn't know the full details. The foundation of our relationship, the trust we had built, was crumbling because of my actions. The breaking point came during a stupid argument with Mark about something trivial. In a moment of anger, I let slip something David had said, something deeply personal I had confided in him. The look on Mark's face, the pain, the confusion, the sudden dawning of mistrust. It was devastating. The lies couldn't hold anymore. The truth, or parts of it, tumbled out. It was agony. His hurt was palpable, his anger like lashes. We were faced with a choice: end it or try to heal the broken bond. The consequences of my adultery, even if only emotional at that point, were stark. The potential loss of my marriage, the shame, the pain I'd caused my spouse. We decided to try to face the fallout. It meant entering the painful process of rebuilding trust. Following advice, we started the atone phase. I had to accept full accountability without justification or defensiveness. Mark needed to express his anger, his feelings of betrayal and abandonment. It was brutal. Every conversation felt like walking through fire. He needed transparency, access to my phone, my messages. My privacy felt stripped away, but I knew it was necessary. Rigorous honesty became my mantra, even about small things, even when it felt uncomfortable. Moving to attune meant learning to truly listen again, to share vulnerability, to understand each other's unmet needs without blame. We had difficult conversations about why the affair happened, exploring the lack in our connection that created the opening. It required immense patience. There were setbacks, moments of despair, times when forgiveness felt impossible. The attach phase, rebuilding physical intimacy, was another mountain. The touch that once felt safe now felt tainted by my mistake. Talking about sex, our preferences, our fantasies, felt awkward, almost forbidden after the betrayal. But slowly, through open communication and consistent effort, moments of genuine closeness started to return. Our journey isn't over. Healing from infidelity is not linear. The wounds are deep, and trust, once broken, is rebuilt painstakingly day by day. We still face challenges. Sometimes insecurity or anxiety surfaces. There are aspects of this trauma, like the potential long-term impact on mental health or the deeper reasons behind seeking external validation, that we are still exploring. Sometimes with professional support. Research points to complex factors, even linking severe relationship distress and infidelity to issues as serious as suicidality, a depth of pain thankfully we haven't touched. But it highlights the severity of such transgressions. The path to recovery is long, demanding unwavering commitment and openness. If our story resonated with you, or if you're navigating similar struggles, please like this video and share it. Subscribe for more stories and insights into the complexities of relationships. Your engagement helps us create more content like this.